Okay, well, alright. So, I put up that video about what happens when an avoidant person basically hits a wall and has to start connecting with somebody. Since I've started this, I suppose I better continue it. So here's proof. This is the type of thing that you can look for to see if you're getting to this point. Now, what I'm describing that I'm going through, I wouldn't be at all surprised if there's people going, oh, well, I never have gone through this and I never will. All avoidants do. If you haven't, first of all, you might not be avoidant. If you're something else and you're self-diagnosed, that would explain it. Also, it could be that you're too young. Sometimes, you know, a lot of avoidant people are really late bloomers, and so it takes a while before they actually get to the point that they can have this sort of thing happen. The other thing is that, like I said, it's a cycle, and you can't force it, no matter how much you might wish for it. Until this thing happens, you can go out there and be what you think is as receptive as you possibly can be, and it's like a chemical change or something. Because it's night and day when this happens. So here's an example that I submit as proof that I'm going into this cycle, which again stresses me out, but whatever. I go to the gym daily, 6 days a week minimum. 6 days a week minimum, because of two reasons. First of all, because I have a personality disorder, not a brain chemical problem. So medications do not work at all for any sort of anything that I've got going on. But exercise does. Regular exercise just stabilizes me, and I'm not really sure why, and I haven't really gone into, is it endorphins, or is it the act of using my body, or is it the repetition and you know, the scheduling of it. I don't know. I don't care. I know it works a little bit, and so I do it every day. Try to do it every day. And I've done it for years. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, the second reason I go to the gym is because by far that's where I sort of am around the most people. Because I work from home, so I don't go to an office and work. If I didn't go to the gym, I would have days on end where I didn't actually interact with people at all, especially non-family members. Yeah, I'd probably go weeks without interacting with somebody and I don't really interact at the gym either. This is sort of I'm sort of building this up to something. I mean, my definition of interaction and normal people's definition of interaction are like a billion degrees. I do not talk to anybody at the gym, and people do not talk to me there, except the ones who work there. Of course, they've got to check you in and all that stuff. But as far as other people working out at the gym, I don't talk to them. I sort of get a hit off of being around people. It's really safe there because everybody's really into their own thing. They're not trying to talk to me, you know, so I can go there. It's sort of, I mean, you'd think that's insane, that would be the safest place to be, but because nobody wants to interact, they go with their friends and they talk to their friends. But the gym I go to, they don't talk to each other. It's not like a big social place, so great. However, I have this nifty new cycle thing going on, and today, the other thing I do at the gym, pretty much regularly, and I've heard variations on this theme, that avoidant people do this, that they have these odd quirks that sort of keep help them keep their distance from people. Mine is at the gym. I generally don't like to stay in the same place. I go from spot to spot and room to room and floor to floor, so that so that people won't take notice of me. But it makes me feel better if I don't stay in one place. So I move around a lot. Today, I was downstairs working out, and then I went upstairs and did some things, and then came back downstairs. And when I came back downstairs, this random guy rushed across the room to meet me. I was at the bottom of the stairs. It was really strange. I mean, at first I just thought he was going upstairs, and I got out of the way for him to go past me, but no, he wanted to talk to me. He told me that that I had left some dumbbells on the floor. I hadn't been using dumbbells at all. A barbell, but no dumbbells, not me. And he said that he would have put it away for me, but he didn't know, so this random guy wants to help me out. What? He didn't know if I was coming back. So he was watching out for me to see if I was coming back. Now, this is the type of thing, well, first of all, it's just strange. Why would all of a sudden, out of the blue, and a place where nobody says even hello, maybe they'll nod to each other to be polite. Basically, they don't talk. Suddenly this guy's like coming out with practically a speech by that standard. Again, I blame the shift in the, I don't know what you'd call it, that my avoidance has gone from avoid, be independent, be alone forever, and it's okay, I can do it, I'll suck it up and do it, to no, it's time, it's gone long enough, I need to have somebody in my life. And I think that I'm putting out vibes that I'm receptive. Obviously it's stressing me out. I didn't realize at the time whatsoever what was sort of going on. I was just like, what is this? Totally surprised. I was also, kind of tired because I was working at the gym. But I didn't pick up on it until I was thinking about it afterward. Like, the guy literally was like hurrying. He stopped what he was doing, whatever he was doing, and hurried across the room to get me. It's weird. It's weird behavior. I mean, that would be weird behavior for anybody, but for an avoidant person, that's like double and triple weird. Come on, cat, stop. But then, so that's why I'm saying I think I was putting out vibes or something. Of course, I always want to blame myself. That's how it is. But the other thing that was equally strange, but again, another sign. So that's a sign. If people start talking to you out of the blue more than normal, I think that something shifted in you and you're being more receptive to that. I mean, it depends. I mean, if you're suddenly in a brand new place and you're like the new shiny toy, that's one thing that would cause that to happen. Or if you suddenly there's a massive influx of people, like, seasons change and you've got all these people that have come back from wherever, and they just say hi to everybody because they're really excited to be back or whatever, that would explain it. But if there is no other explanation, just boom, out of the blue, people start talking to you more, people start acknowledging you more, noticing you more, that's a sign that the avoidance is doing its shift on you, and that you're putting out vibes that you'd be more receptive than normal. The other thing that kind of blew my mind when I realized it. And again, it didn't happen at the time. At the time, I was able to actually speak back. I mean, I was told dork. I don't think I made total logical sense. I did actually get full sentences out without stuttering. And, you know, I basically said, oh, okay, I'll go check on that for you, or something like that. But I mean, it was an adequate, obviously probably not what this guy wanted to hear, but you know, that was an okay response. It wasn't like a totally weird thing that I said to him. It was appropriate-ish for what I was, you know, the conversation that we were having, that I was blindsided with this weird thing. I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea what the guy was talking about, and whatever he was talking about, it wasn't me that had done this. But the other thing that I thought about afterward that was just like, whoa, was basically he was coming over and he was saying it in a very polite way and offering help, etc. But he was basically telling me that he thought I was being untidy and imposing on other people in the gym, that I wasn't putting my stuff away. That's the type of thing that would knock an avoidant straight on their ass. That would absolutely ring all the bells for every kind of nasty thing that you think about yourself, how you're, you know, a waste and a burden and everything else. Oh, there's a great example of it. That did not even cross my mind at all. I mean, it was underneath everything for sure, because it always is, but it was really dull as opposed to the first thing that pops into my head in really bright thought about, oh my God, what an idiot I've imposed on somebody, and you know, now they think terribly of me, and etc., etc. That did not come up until after I had been talking, you know, after I left the gym. Forget about talking to the guy. It was after I had left and had been reflecting on it afterward that I realized, wow, I didn't think that way. And that's a big, giant change. So, in a nutshell, that guy's behavior was definitely odd and different from my norm. And my reaction to his behavior was definitely odd and different compared to the norm. And in both cases, more social than norm for me. And so, yes, I've had this sort of urge, you know, and it keeps going through my mind all the time, but there's some real physical proof that this is actually happening, and I'm not even gonna, I can't think about where it's gonna end up, because I can't imagine a positive outcome. So rather than get caught up in that, I'm just going to drop it. But I said I would give updates, and there we go. So there's, like I said, there's some things to look out for, that maybe it's starting to happen for you, and that you're going into a phase when you would be more welcoming to other people, and again, that need for you has shifted. It has gone from avoid and protect to must connect. Anyway, I don't know if I'll update more. Maybe this will be the end of it, and I'd actually be okay with that if that was the case. Who knows?